Beautiful day in Alaska today. We got a day after Christmas and nice, quiet, peaceful day. And what are we up to today? What's going on today, dear?
Oh, I'm just going through some seeds I have here.
Seeds.
Getting time to start thinking about what I'm going to plant, when I'm going to start my seeds.
Boy, you start early.
Well, I'm just kind of going through what I have and see if I need to order anything and see what we got going on here.
Is it hard to get stuff up here as far as seeds? I mean, is it?
Well, I order my seeds all online, and I've learned that you have to order seeds early, or what you want. Some things that you want, when you want specific seeds, are sold out.
Oh.
So I've just gotten in the habit of ordering seeds earlier, and then I know that I can get what I want. But
Oh, so what does the garden look like this year?
well, you know, we're gonna have our tomatoes and, you know, the potatoes and cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli and zucchinis and onions, cucumbers. I'm excited about my cucumbers this year because last year we put a hoop house up and I planted the cucumbers in there, and they weren't pollinating because we don't have a lot of pollinators up here. And so I ordered some seeds, and these ones here are self-pollinating, so I don't have to worry about trying to pollinate them in the greenhouse. Once the fireweed blooms and the bees seem to show up, and then the pollination gets a little better. But this is my new thing this year, is I'm going to try and grow some cucumbers that don't need pollinated.
Nice.
And it's just cabbage and some salad mix here, some herbs, just kind of going through to see what I have. But you know, while I'm sitting here thinking about this, and what we really should do is go downstairs and check those onions in our cool crawl space that we have under the cabin, and our potatoes. We haven't went through them for a little bit, so I think we should do that today.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
Down in the dungeon. Now, this has actually worked out really good. Alright. That's your 6-3.
Here we have reds. They actually look really good. Storing them down here in our crawl space, they're in the dark, so you can see they're not turning green at all.
Yeah.
And they look really, see, now this one, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to set him off to the side. It's the other ones. Put him up here. But these potatoes are looking great. They're nice and firm. Yeah.
Well, the potatoes look great.
Yeah, they do.
Now the onions.
Now let's see what the onions look like. I start my onions by plants. I don't do sets, I do plants. And I think last year I planted 250 plants. And then some of them I string up like this. They're all nice.
Yeah.
They're nice.
No soft ones in there at all?
Uh-uh.
I do a lot better down here.
Oh, they're all nice and firm.
I like it when we first put them down here. It gives it that fresh onion smell down in the crawl space.
No, onions are real nice.
Even the ones in the bag. That's kind of new for us this year. The bags are kind of a new deal.
Let's see what one of the bags look like. They feel good. They don't feel soft, but I guess you don't know until you dump them out.
Wow, those look good.
Oh, they look great.
Wow. Them are some nice looking onions there.
And these were harvested the end of August.
And then you let them dry.
And I let them dry in the greenhouse for weeks until what you want to do is let the tops dry. And then this right here, see how it's real dry. And what that does is it seals the onion, and then the root's dry. But the trick is to get this top to dry, and then it seals the onion, and then you have it. It's good for storage.
It's amazing what difference it makes on your grocery bill. Even, you know, these staples like onions, tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, those kind of things. I mean, it really adds up.
And again, I always pick my best onions to store. Sometimes, no matter how long you dry them, see, this is a nice dry one. See, this is all sealed at the top, so then the onion will store. Sometimes onions are funny. Sometimes you can dry them all the same way, and sometimes the tops of these won't dry, and they just won't seal off. And then I go through them, kind of like grading them, and I go through them, and the ones that are like that, I put in my refrigerator, and those ones are used first. And then the ones that are nice, and they've dried nice, you know, they're sealed, those are the ones that come down into the storage, because otherwise they're not going to store for you. Now, this is an Alyssa Craig onion. In some other climates, this would get much bigger, but they work great for up here. Some people say you can't store these, that they don't store. I have found that my Alyssa Craig onions store absolutely beautiful. Last year, I had onions for 9 months before, and then the only reason I didn't have onions is because I ran out.
Yeah.
But I have no problem storing these, and you get nice big onions, and the flavor is they're really good.
Oh, they're amazing. They're just amazing. Love the taste of those onions.
See, they look beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It's a perfect temperature down here. What do you think it is down here? Probably
I don't know, 50 something.
50?
I think it's
40s,
high
50?
40s, maybe 50.
Yeah.
Think they're all good?
I think they're all good.
They look great.
They feel good. They look good. I don't feel anything soft anywhere.
How are we upstairs for... Do we got to take anything up with us? I mean, as far as...
These right here.
How's the crisper? Is that we got enough potatoes in there to...
No, we should probably fill the crisper full.
Need an elevator. Well, today is our fuel adventure, and a lot of you would probably look at this and say, Steve, there's a better way. Yeah, there is. but I'm cheap. And so this is how we do it. It seems to work out all right. It's kind of a new program for us. Probably get better at it all the time. So what I do is I load this up. I got this little pump right here. And this is the handiest dandy little pump. So it runs on 4 AA batteries and on off, pumps it relatively quick, and probably takes me about 10 minutes from start to finish. I think it might need new batteries. Well, tonight's the night. I've been trying to find a good time to make my specialty sauerkraut dish. And I figured, well, tonight's the night. We had a great supper, and so this isn't something we're gonna have tonight per se. It's I'm making it tonight because it has to cook all night long. It's a sauerkraut dish that someone had taught me to make a while back, and I probably make it about 2-3 times a year. And it's pretty basic. It's pretty easy, and I'll just show you a little bit. This is our sauerkraut that we grew this year from our cabbage, and so we've been waiting for a good excuse to use it. Oh man, does that smell good? Whew. Oh good. Okay, so yeah, that kind of works out just perfect amount. So we got sauerkraut in there, and well, that smells really good. So that's our first ingredient. And the second ingredient that we're going to put in here is we got some hash browns. Just some regular, normal hash browns that you get from the store. And what this does, what the hash browns do for this dish, it kind of adds into the texture and kind of blends together with the sauerkraut. So it gives us this this potatoey, but it kind of absorbs all that juice out of that spaghetti, spaghetti out of the sauerkraut. And so we usually put in about this much. There is no right or wrong way to do this. And kind of stir it in. I think we'll add a little bit more. So if you're keeping track at home, that's probably about 4 handfuls. You want to be precise, huh? All right. For this. Okay, well, what I had another can. It was cream of chicken and mushroom together, and I opened this one by mistake. But that's okay. I have a smaller can of cream of mushroom because obviously you're gonna need both in this dish. So put the cream of chicken in there and kind of mix it all together with the hash browns and the sauerkraut. And we'll put a little bit more cream of chicken in there. Oh yeah, okay. That's I think what we're looking for right there. Okay, now I'm going to add a little cream of mushroom. Give it that mushroomy taste. How's that look? I'll put a little bit more in there. Oh, you can taste it already, can't you? All right, so we're stirring together the cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. I think I'm going to add a little bit more hash brown. So 4.5 handfuls if you are keeping track at home. Yeah, see, oh, doesn't that look good already? I just love that homegrown sauerkraut. All right, now for the pièce de résistance. So you can use whatever sausage or the other type of meat that you think you're going to like in here. I've used a lot of different types, ring bologna, some venison stuff, all sorts of stuff. I suppose you could even use hot dogs, I imagine, would work. But this time, because this is an old part of the recipe that I initially started using it all the time. It's just some Johnsonville andouille smoked sausage. This stuff, once it cooks in there and stuff, it's got a little bite to it, but I really like it. So that's what we're going to use this time. So just slice this up in little bite-sized morsels. Don't that look good? Oh yeah, the more the merrier. If you're like me, there's just never too much meat in there. My wife's always happy too when I'm using a cutting board. And of course, you always gotta just take one and go, hey, Vice. Here, buddy. There you go. That one's for you. It's kind of like a dog tax that you pay when you're making something. He always gets a part of it. Oh, yeah. What do you think of that? Oh, my gosh. Oh. You know what the good thing about this is? You let it cook all night. I know we live off grid and I kind of watch the batteries a little bit, but it's worth every bit of it. So we'll cook this all night long. I'll probably put it on maybe medium I'll probably put it on high for a while just to get it cooking. And then I'll probably turn it on medium, probably low. And then just cook it all night tonight and into tomorrow. And then, oh man, boy. I think I got to cut open another one. I think I'm going to add some more. What do you think? Fill the pot up. That's what I always say. So I think we're going to, let's do this. Maybe we'll have some more of this left over for breakfast tomorrow. We'll keep going till I have to stop. How's that sound? This isn't really a cooking show, but by God, we're going to show you some good stuff. Pretty simple too, you know, nothing really to it. The trick, I think, though, is the hash browns. You know, the hash browns add so much to this. It just kind of, like I said, it just kind of just sucks up all that juice and gives it a little different texture with the sauerkraut. That's it. I think that's all I can fit. God, I gotta get a bigger crock pot, I think. All right. That, I usually don't, you can boil this sausage if you want, like ahead of time, and then put it in there and save yourself a little bit. But to be honest with you, I just like all this stuff to cook together. Oh my gosh, does that look like a good batch? Oh, it's gonna be so good tomorrow. All right, put that back. All right, let's plug this in. I think what I'll do is I'm going to wipe this off a little bit, just so I don't get the crud on the side. You know what I mean? Get that crud off of there. Yeah. Nice and neat. There you go. All right. Got the lid. Nice. Hope it works. I think we're going. I think we're good. And there you have it. I think it's called, if I remember right, it's called Hunter's Stew. But you can call it whatever you want. I just call it dang good. So thanks. If you make it, hope you enjoy it.